But listen, man, I just have a beef. I have a beef with unfunny people. You know what I mean? There's unfunny people in the world. Let them be. But then there's unfunny comics. There's unfunny fucking shitheads on TikTok. There's unfunny people on Instagram. Like, everyone has a platform these days. And I'm not saying I'm funny or not, but know what? I know I'm not funny. You know what I mean? And, like, there's some cunts, some comedy cunts. And I don't mean females. The cunt means man or woman. You know, people always say, oh, why isn't take a pounding like a pair of balls or something? A pussy takes a pounding more. It's like, easy. I know it can take a pounding, but you're a dirty finger away from a yeast infection. You know what I mean? Like, I can rub dog shit on my balls and not get an infection. So, like, easy with the comparison. And a cunt, it could be man, woman. It's gender neutral, like you motherfuckers like to use. Like, fuck that. There's these comedy cunts, and it's a beautiful day in New York. I got the window and door open, so if you hear the train in the background, it's New York fucking city, man. But comedy cunts, man, I fucking hate them. Like, comedy's supposed to be a community, camaraderie. Like, we're all there. You know what I mean? We're not doing racist propaganda. We're not doing anti-LGBT, whatever it is. You know, we're not anti-politics, anti-democrat, whatever that bullshit is. I don't do politics. But, like, we're all there to be funny. And, like, even if you don't agree with the person on stage, like, don't be a fucking cunt. Because you're not even funny. Like, last night, I was at a cool mic, cool-ass host, first time, I don't even know, South Slope, Park Slope, back of a bar, you know, and, there's some funny people, but there's also some unfunny people. And that's what open mics, you know what I mean? You get a lot of unfunny people. You know what I mean? Because there's a stage, maybe their friends think they're funny, or some bitch told some guy that he's funny and he thinks he could do comedy. And some of it's fucking, it sucks. I'll be honest, it sucks. You know what I mean? And then last night, like, just, the thing that set me off was, I'm going in my car, I had a joke about, look, like, people can't say no to merch, and, like, fucking, there's definitely people in the city that use my face to smear cum off their stomach when they jerk off a girl's ass, when you pull out and shoot all over a girl's ass, you know. And the host's like, oh, I would love a free hat. So I'm going out to get the free hat. There's a guy that wasn't even at the mic. He was at a mic the other day. He sucked dick. He left early. You know what I mean? He got off the stage early. He sucked so much. It was horrendous. Then this girl who blew the light today, which is just fucking rude. On top of your story and comedy sucked. I'm walking down the ramp to go to my car. I'm like, hey, have a good night. They don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. You don't have to be my friend. At least be fucking cordial. We're all comics, you fucking two unfunny fucking losers. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm walking to my car. There's a guy. There was actually some audience members there. He's like, oh, man, funny shit tonight. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Have a good night. He goes, you too. Oh, really? Oh, that's how humans interact? You say have a good night, even if you just cordial with people? Oh, is that oh yeah, that's how people act. Now, and don't give me that, oh, comics are anxiety ridden and shy. Fuck you. At the end of the day, we're all fucking people. Stop making excuses for people. You know what I mean? And, like, I go to my car. I'm like, yeah, thanks for saying goodnight, buddy. Not like those two cunts over there. And I said it for them. I didn't say it loud enough for them to hear it. I'm just a loud person. And they did fucking hear it. I'm like, those two unfunny fucks over there. Because at the end of the day, the cream rises to the top. And eventually these unfunny people, they might sneak their way on shows, because there's shows where people hook up their friends instead of going for the funniest person, which you're just ruining your show. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know you might have a spot on their fucking show next week. But it's like, sometimes you're at a show and it's like, who picked this person? You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm saying this humbly. You know what I mean? I'm saying this, I'm not saying I'm fucking funny, but I know what funny is. You know what I mean? Like, I know, and a lot of this shit is just unfunny bullshit. And I said it, I'm like, and I made sure these unfunny cunts that couldn't say have a good night because maybe they disagree with my set or this. But you know what I mean? Like, why don't you worry about laughs instead of worry about my set? Because my set, you know, there was laughs there in a room that I know is not my room with the people there. You know what I mean? Like, and I made sure these two unfunny cunts, you know what I mean? Like, man, the shit I talk about, I'll go to like a pro show, I'll listen to pro comics, and their premise is similar to what I'm thinking about, or my ideas and premises. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, I have a new show coming out soon with Grove 34. We're going to get to that in a little bit. And I'm like, know what? I'm going to do what I know. I've been reading the newspaper since I was in high school. I'm going to go with current events and my stoner view on it and my view on it. And then I'm listening to like Sam Morril and Mark Norman on We Might Be Drunk, and they have a fucking current event part now. I'm like, oh, fucking great. You know what I mean? We just had our first meeting last week where we were kicking ideas around. So like, and then I hear some of my like, I'm not that far off than what the pros are talking about instead of your fucking nonsense. Your bullshit that's not funny. It's just there's an open mic, there's a stage, you can pay to get on. Anyone can do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're a comic. You know what I mean? Yeah, I applaud you for trying in this fucking society where you get an award for fucking trying. But know what? You suck. Your people skills suck. Your jokes suck. Your parents suck for keeping you and making you this entitled cunt. You know what I mean? There's no way people can do mics at 12, 5, 8, 9 o'clock, picking up dog shit as a dog walker or a fucking bus boy or bus girl, whatever the fuck these people's jobs are. Living in one of the most expensive cities in the world. You know what I mean? Like, you have your parents' backing. You come from money. That's why you're comfortable and unfunny. Funny comes from pain. To make light of the fucking situation. And know what? Yeah, there's rich people that or come from a good family that are funny also. You know what I mean? But it's not, like, most of the time, it comes from hurt and pain. You know what I mean? Most of the time. It's not 100%. Anytime something's absolute, I check out because you're giving yourself 0% of a chance of being right. You know what I mean? Because the one time you're wrong, it's out the window. And these fucking comedy cunts, they just make me sick. You know what I mean? Like, you're entitled. You're not funny. Sorry, I put it on airplane mode. I just got a message, just fucking threw me off. Going to a Ranger game tonight. Shout out to my boy Salmonese for the awesome Ranger tickets. Not even a Ranger fan, but know what? I mean, not even a hockey fan, but I love going to the game because you're not sweating your dick off. It's cool because of the ice. As a fat person, even in the winter, it's very enjoyable to go to a fucking game. But back to these cunts, and I mean cunt in gender neutral way, like I said, and like even these freaks. Like, I'm at a bar. And some of these bars, like, how do you not sell water? There's kids on Flatbush Avenue, Avenue U, and major intersections throughout the city, probably killing it with a $4 case of water, selling them for $1 or $2. Like, how are you not selling water? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, some people at a bar, I know they're there to drink, but sometimes someone might have too much to drink or is hungover and dehydrated. Now you hit them over the head for a $2, $3 bottle of water. Me. You know what I mean? Or whoever else that needs a fucking bottle of water. Why would you leave money on the table? First off. So now I'm trying to support a bar or a place that's having an open mic. And there's these fucking shithead comics. I'm like, who are drinking. I could see them drinking. I'm like, hey, does anyone want a beer? People get all fucking weird. Like, no, I'm good. Like, hon, I hear you on stage. You'd say how broke you are. You have flies flying around you because you stink. And you don't want a free beer? Whatever happened to, like, yeah, have a beer. Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. I'm trying to support the bar, and these fucking freaks, these comedy cunts are fucking say no to free drinks. And then, like, they just some of them just make me sick. And it's like, yo, I'm not trying to be your friend. I don't need friends. If we become friends, it's cool. It's cool. I have plenty of friends. I have plenty of fucking associates. You know what I mean? I have plenty of acquaintances. But know what? Like, you don't have to be, like... It really just makes me sick. Like, just like they looked at me when I was like, hey, have a good night. You can't be like, yeah, you too. But I mean, I made you so sick. Like, and I know there's been times I've been in rooms in Bushwick with these fucking woke cunts. Like the shaved head bitch that all I do is wish the worst on. I wish I seen her face in the paper that she got ran over by a tractor trailer on Bushwick Avenue. My dick would get hard. And I'd probably jerk off to fucking this shave head cunt when I was at Tiny Cupboard. Just checked out and just was looking at the wall. The whole set looking at the wall instead of looking at me. Like a fucking cunt. You know what I mean? Like, yo, fuck you and your fucking little ideas of what the world is. Go back to wherever the fuck your parents fucking entitled you from and get the fuck out of New York, you stupid bitch. You know what I mean? Like, go back to Massachusetts, this girl last night. Like, your jokes sucked, you suck, and you have no fucking social skills of even being cordial with someone. Someone that's giving out free merchandise to the host, bought a fucking another comic a beer that actually said yes after I was like, no one wants a fucking beer. I did it again last night. Now it's like, all right, let me just agitate these assholes. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't even say, oh, have a good night to a fellow comedian? You stupid bitch. I can't wait till you go and get a real job and like you tell people in the future. I tried comedy once. Yeah, because you're not funny and comedy will weed out unfunny people eventually. And, you know what I mean? Give it time. You're going to be out of the fucking game because know why? It takes a lot of balls to go up there and just not get last because you're an unfunny fuck. I'll give you that. But know what? Comedy will weed you out, you unfunny cunts. Unfunny cunts. It'll weed you out. And I'm happy to say that. And know what? It's not gonna weed me out. Know why? Because I'm like I haven't done this show because I'm writing. I'm trying to be funnier. I'm trying to not be so punch you in the face with my stuff. And know what? Like, and I'm saying that fucking humbly. But know what? Shout out to all the real comics. Shout out to all the friends I made in comedy. And like, shout out to the people that know how to fucking just be cordial with people and have a conversation and be cool about it. And know what? That shit, I sometimes I say a lot of cliche shit, like, you know what I mean, and fucking sayings and stuff. But know what? Real does recognize real. And funny motherfuckers do recognize funny motherfuckers in comedy. And you know what I mean? Shout out to all you motherfuckers. All you other unfunny motherfuckers faking it. And know what? You might be a good writer. You know what I mean? You could write funny. I'll give you that. You know, you paid attention in school. I was too busy trying to be the class clown and fighting and wrestling to give a fuck about your and writing and all that other bullshit. So like, you know what I mean? Like, you might be a decent writer and might be funny, but all you other unfunny motherfuckers, I can't wait to comedy weed your ass out. And it's the ultimate fucking equalizer. And you will be gone eventually. And no one will deal with your unfunny shit at the open mic. You know, I need to look at my phone and check a score for a second instead of paying attention to your shitty set. And know what? Learn how to be a fucking better person, you fucking comedy cunts. That's all I got to say about that. And speaking